Epic Games boasts big concurrent player numbers for Fortnite. StarCraft 2 is going free to play. All that and more. I'm Zach Sharps, and this is Free to Play Weekly. First up in the news this week, a near futuristic free-to-play shooter by Whipple Games called Ironsight is heading into closed beta on November 14th. If you wish to participate in the beta, you can sign up and hope to get your name drawn, or of course, pay to test their game for them through a Founders Pack. The game boasts over 100 weapons and battlefields with destructible elements that will reinforce tactical team play. Graphically speaking, the game also doesn't look too shabby, but we'll see how the gameplay is once it's live. Does Ironsight look interesting to you? Leave me a comment down below. If you've noticed Fortnite servers being a bit sluggish every once in a while, it's probably because Epic Games' free-to-play Battle Royale title is doing really well. In fact, the most recent numbers we have from them indicate the game has a concurrent player base in the hundreds of thousands. On October 30th, that number was 811,000, and we can only assume it's been hovering around at least 50% of that number since then. If you haven't played since launch, the game sports a more clean UI, more features, and just a more polished experience overall. So it definitely seems Epic has transitioned a fair bit of their employees to this project, and rightfully so. It's on fire, and in a good way. Have an itch for an MMORPG? Well, WebZen's Mu Legends open beta is around the corner. In fact, it's slated to start on November 7th. For those of you who wish to preload it, preloading is now live, and those who participated in previous tests just need to patch their current client. Best news is this marks the end of character wipes, so you can go as hard as you want this week and don't have to worry about losing progress. I know I'll be downloading the open beta, but what about you? Hands down, the biggest story of the week goes to Blizzard Entertainment and their hit RTS StarCraft 2. During BlizzCon, Blizzard announced that on November 14th, StarCraft 2 will become free to play. What we know right now is everyone will have access to the entire Wings of Liberty campaign, and if you already have Wings of Liberty, you'll get Heart of the Swarm for free. Additionally, free-to-play players can play on the ranked ladder and play co-op. Overall, this is a surprising move, but a smart one considering StarCraft's decline over time. Maybe this will breathe new life into the community and bring back what used to be a massively popular esports scene. With that out of the way, it's time for the question of the week. Last week on the show, I asked if you believe devs should state their population targets. A user by the name of GumAngel stated the following: transparency has both pros and cons. A low player count can either discourage others to come back or get into it, or it can indirectly ask gamers for help in order to keep working on development. Thanks for your guys' responses, and as always, if you wish for your comment to be possibly featured on next week's show, make sure to leave a comment down below. This week's question is, in light of us talking about StarCraft 2 going free to play, has there ever been a game that made your hands really hurt, and if so, which game and why? Curious which games you all mentioned because StarCraft 2 is certainly my pick. Last up in the news this week, we'll be discussing a new update coming to one of Blizzard's other games, and that game is their hit CCG Hearthstone. Kobolds and Catacombs will add 135 new cards, which includes a legendary weapon for each class, the new recruit keyword, and the brand new Dungeon Run game mode. This mode is a free single-player roguelike PvE mode where you'll face 8 random bosses out of a pool of 48. If that sounds awesome to you, Kobolds and Catacombs will launch in December. You know what is always awesome? MMOBomb.com, of course. Yes, head on over to MMOBomb.com, check out the breaking news in the free-to-play space, and definitely check out that giveaways page. As for myself, signing out till next week's show, my name is Zach Sharps, and I'll catch you guys next time.